Hey, what's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to be unboxing and testing out this Polk 5.1 speaker package. Now, speakers like this are something that many of you guys have been calling me to review for a very long time, and I've been dying to try out something like this myself. And thanks to Peter Tyson, the UK electrical retailer, they were kind enough to send this speaker package over, which has allowed me to make this video for you guys. So if you like what you see in this video, I will be putting a link in the description to this speaker package. But obviously it's not just this speaker package that they also do a whole range of other speakers, and they have them to suit all price points. So if you're on a budget, they can sort you out, but if you've got deep pockets, they can help you out with that too. Along with that, they sell amplifiers to power those speakers, and they can also hook you up with cables too. So please, if you are thinking of purchasing some speakers or amplifiers or cables, please go and check out Peter Tyson. They're kind enough to support the channel, and it would be nice if you could return the favour to them too. Now, it's not just this speaker package that they sent over, they have also sent me over some Kef speakers and a couple of amps from Denon and Marantz. And I'll be doing videos on all that lot very soon. So if you want to see those, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. And once again, big thanks to Peter Tyson. Okie dokie, so what we're going to do is first start off by taking a look around the outside of the boxes. We'll get the speakers out, I'll set them all up and we will test them out. So first starting off then, we're going to take a look at the centre speaker. So this is the Monitor XT30 centre channel speaker. And as we can see, we get an illustration of what the speaker looks like. Now, moving around to the side of the box, and I'm going to give you some information which is pretty handy if you are thinking of housing these speakers in your home. So we've got the product dimensions, which is 19 inches width by 6.5 height and 8.12 depth. And the weight comes in at 13 pounds. Next up, we have the floor standers. Obviously, these are going to be our front left and right channels, and we have a pair of these, and they are the Monitor XT70s. Again, we have an illustration there of what the speakers will look like, and at the bottom it says high-res audio. Moving around to the side of the box, and again we get an image of the speaker with the grille cover being taken off. Moving down, and we come to the specs. So we are looking at the dimensions of 10.75 inches width by 40.42 on the height and 15.31 on the depth. And the weight for these is 35 pounds. Next, we're going to move on to the rear surrounds. So these are the Monitor XT20 bookshelf speakers. Once again, it says high-res audio, and we get an image of those speakers. Move around to the side. Again, illustration there of the speaker with the grille cover, Polk Monitor XT. Once again, we move down to the dimensions, which are 7.5 inches for the width, 13 for the height, and 11 for the depth. And these weigh in at £12 each. And finally, we come to the sub, and this is going to give us all that low-end rumble. So this is the Polk Monitor XT12 subwoofer, and again we get an image of the speaker itself. Moving around to the side of the box, and again we come to the dimensions, which are 16 inches for the width, 16.44 for the height, and 17.95 for the depth. And this bad boy weighs 39 pounds. Okie dokie, let's crack on and get these boxes open then. And this is actually the second time I've done this, because I've just done it a minute ago, forgot to turn the microphone on. So pretend I've just opened up the box for the very first time, and oh, what do we have inside? Like I don't know. Well, we have an owner's manual. So that's good that we've got that. And there we have it. So, as you can see, we've got the Polk logo going on there, and it's an all black affair. So let's pop off this speaker grille and have a look at the drivers themselves. So we've got a little bit of protection on there, which we just remove. And there we go. So as you can see, we've got our 2 drivers there and the tweeter, again, Polk logo. So if you want to remove the cover and have that look, it's nice that you've got the logo there as well. And move around to the back and you can see that it is ported, and then we have our 2 connections. Next we come to our main floor stand-in speakers. Obviously we've got a pair of these, but I'm only going to show you the unboxing of one. Now if we spin it around to the side, we can see that we've got to open up the top, turn the box over, and then lift the box off the actual speaker. And I am absolutely dying to see these, because they do look rather big. So once again, in here we do have an owner's manual. Right, so I'm going to just flip the box over now then. Hopefully it will just lift off. Right, so the speaker seems to have come out the box the right way up, even though we've flipped the box over. So we just need to remove that bit of polystyrene and these 2 pieces at the bottom. So let's lift this bag off. And there we go. So once again, an all black affair, and these are proper beasts. Look at the size of them. So let's pop off this front grille. Again, we've got the Polk logo just on the bottom there. So popping all those clips off. Again, bit of protective padding. Wow, look at them. So tweeter up the top, we've got our mids there, and our subs at the bottom. Looks absolutely stunning. Again, the Polk logo there, so if you want to retain that sort of raw look, you can do. I do like it like that, but if you've got kids and things like that, you may want to keep those grille covers on. And then spinning it around, once again, connections on the bottom. Now, one thing that I do like about the design is the way that it's almost floating there at the bottom. I think that looks really smart. Next, we come to our bookshelf speakers. So let's get this box open then. And once again, we have a user manual. Lifting out the polystyrene and revealing our 2 bookshelf speakers just there. Let's lift the bag off it now. There we go. Got to say, they are well packaged. So again, Polk logo going on at the bottom, all black. Pull off the grille cover. There we go. Very nice again. Same design, Polk logo, so if you want to keep it like that. Spinning it around, once again ported, and our cable connections. Finally we come to the sub. So let's get this one open, and this is just like the floor standers where we have to actually spin the box over. Once again we have our owner's manual, and now we're just going to tip the box up, lift the box off, and then lift out that sub. So once again we have Polk logo going on the bottom, and let's remove the grille cover. Again, more protection. And look at the size of that. Polk logo going on up in the top right hand corner. Spinning it round, and check out all those connections. We've got plenty going on there. And of course, it also comes with its own power cable, because it has to be powered because it's so powerful. And I'm in the UK, so we get a 3-pin plug, and of course there we get that massive port. Okie dokie, so I've gone on ahead and I've put these speakers in place, and I've got to say it, they look absolutely stunning. Now I've got the rears behind me, and as you can see, what I've done is I've removed the grille covers from the main floor standers. I've left the grille cover on for the centre, felt it blended in better with the TV, and I also removed it off the sub, and that does look very nice. Do love the look of these floor standers. I think they blend in very well with my room, and those drivers, love the colour of them, just look very smart, and the way that it looks like it's floating. Now, as well as putting these speakers in place, I've also wired them up. Now this is dead simple, because each of these speakers only has a positive and negative wire that goes from the speaker to the amplifier to the corresponding positive and negative connection on the back. Now, the one exception when it comes to hooking up these speakers was the sub. Again, dead simple. We just have this one cable that goes to the amp to supply the sound, and then we have the power cable. Now I had to make a few adjustments on the back of the sub itself. So we've got the volume and the low pass filter. We've got a couple of switches here, but the main one that you probably want to know about is the power. Now we've got three options on here. We've got off, we've got on and auto. And when you set it to auto, the sub will turn on when it receives a signal from the amp, and when it doesn't, it will power down. Now this amp itself is quite an old model. It's a Pioneer, but still a good amp. But I have gone ahead and tested out these bad boys. And I've got to say, if they can sound as amazing as they do with an older amplifier, I can't wait to test them out with one of the latest and greatest that Peter Tyson have sent me over. Now in a minute I will fire these speakers up to show you guys what they're like. But obviously getting the sound across to you through video is a bit difficult. So I'm just going to tell you now, these things are absolutely banging. I could not believe the quality of them when I fired them up. When it comes to the volume, well, this room was absolutely rocking the first time I fired it up and turned up that volume knob. The sub was absolutely shaking the place. I actually paused the video I was watching, shouted up to my son in his bedroom, and I said to him, hey, come down here, you want to hear these? And he said, there's no point, I can hear them from up here. Honestly, they are that loud. But obviously it's not all about volume, it's quality as well. And I've got to say it, for the price, I think these things are an absolute steal. But we will talk more about the quality and what these speakers sound like in just a minute. So what we're going to do now is fire up a few movie clips. Now I can't show you a big length of movie all in one go due to copyright reasons, but hopefully it'll give you just an idea of what these speakers are capable of.
Where's the dog?
And where does he think he's going? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Richard Grant.
Now, I wish you guys could have been in the room with me when I was testing that lot out. Like I said, it's not going to come across on camera as well as it does in person, but trust me, that will blow anyone away. So as you probably heard, the volume on them is just outstanding. Now, of course, this all depends on the amplifier that you are using, but the one that I've got is nothing fancy. Even back in the day, it was probably only about £400. So with something even more modern, it's going to sound even better again. Now, what I do love about this system is that we've got these big floor standards. Now, they put out a big punch themselves, but that sub is there to add that real low end rumble and also to aid the rear surrounds, which are smaller in size. Now, what also is impressive is the way that these speakers all tie in together. Now, of course, some of this is down to the amplifier. When it's set up properly with the speakers, it gives a nice sound stage. I have tried out speaker packages in the past, and you'll get a sound that will maybe move around the room, and you can tell the different quality in the speakers as that sound moves around. But with this, it sounds the same no matter where it is in the room. And that's exactly what you want, because you don't want to get pulled out of that immersion from anything that you are watching. Now, once again, it does depend on the quality of your amplifier, but the sound stage was really good. Now, what I mean by this is that the immersion that you get, it's nice and wide. It doesn't sound like, you are sat in the middle of a load of speakers. It feels like the sound is coming from beyond the speakers. And again, that is something that you want. Now, one speaker that is largely overlooked is the center channel, but this is the one that does the majority of the speech. Now, once again, I found this to be very clear. I didn't have any issues hearing what people were saying. Again, cheaper speaker packages, sometimes that can be an issue. Now, as you would have heard, I also played some music. Now, home theatre amplifiers aren't renowned for actually sounding the best when it comes to playing music back, but to be fair, I thought it still sounded pretty good, and I put this down to having those large floor standers. So unless you are a full-on audiophile, I think these speakers are a great all-rounder. Now, have I heard better speakers than this before? Well, yes, I have. But what I will say is they cost far, far more. Now, what you find is that you get to a price point that if you spend maybe another £500,000 more on speakers, you don't really notice a lot of difference. You've got to spend a considerable amount more to notice any significant difference. And even then, it's not as massive as when you are going from maybe a speaker package of a couple of £100 to a speaker package like this, which can be a massive jump in audio quality. Now, a lot of people may still say that these speakers are quite expensive. That's a fair point. But what I would say is speaker technology generally doesn't change. You buy this speaker package now, it's still going to be a banging speaker package in 10 years' time. Nothing really changes. They've been wired up the same for years and probably will continue to do so. We don't see a lot of changes like we do with TV formats and things like that. Speakers are speakers at the end of the day. Quite often the differences come from the amplifiers that are powering them. But the speakers themselves should see you for many, many years to come. So I think that a decent speaker package like this is a worthwhile investment. And there you have it then, guys. Now do me a favour, and if you have enjoyed today's video and you want to see me do more videos like this in the future with speakers and amplifiers, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, then please make sure you subscribe to the channel. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Bye for now.